Hi, and welcome back to the fourth and final in Pragmatic Tracker 101, helping you to understand how to enter simple data that you've been using to monitor progress with your clients in treatment. So let's assume we've logged back on here again and we've got client 1, and you can see that we entered that final stage completed last time, and we now need to do one final thing, which is to close the case. So we simply click on our client again, and this will bring us to our client session list screen. We go to Profile, where we started off in the very beginning, and this brings us to the profile for our client. Now, there's just two things we need to do here, and number one is to put in the number of sessions the client has had. Now, the only time we really need to do this is if we're not recording every session for the client. So remember, I suggested this was a client you'd seen 5 times. You perhaps used the PRN15 and the Core 10 at assessment, and the PRN15 and the Core 10 at the end of treatment. And you're entering the data for those 2 sessions, which we've already done. But now you need to have a way of letting the system know how many sessions you actually had for that client. So what I've suggested is that they had 5 sessions, and that's that. And then we simply go here to the type of ending. So the case is still open, but let's assume you arrived at an agreed ending with the client. So it's a planned ending. So you both decided you're finished for now, and then you simply close the case. Now, you'll get a little message here about problem sections, and you can just say OK to that if you haven't used it. This will be something you may be interested in as you go along, learning more about the system, etc. But for now, we're just going to say OK to that, and we can close the case. So we're just waiting for the system to catch up with us here a little. And now the case is closed, so it's in your closed list over here. Now, when a case is closed, you can't do any further entry. It's a read-only. You can see what went on for that particular client, the number of sessions, etc. But it's on your closed list at this point. So you can see by going in, you can look at the number of sessions, you can look at the summary screens, etc. And I would encourage you to become familiar with that. But what we've been doing here is just in these short series of presentations is looking at the most basic level of data entry, where you simply use the system to capture total scores at beginning and end of treatment. Now, as time goes by and your interest grows, of course, there's much more for you to learn and much more for you to become engaged in. You can learn about this through a supervisory process with ourselves, or you can learn about it from the various help screens that will be coming out over time as this develops over the next 12 months. But for now, you're ready to get going, so off you go to the races and enjoy yourself. Have a good time and contact me if you have any problems. My name is Bill Andrews. My email address is bill.andrews@pragmatictracker.com. Thank you very much for your time.